Top 25 crypto terms you should know, great for beginners. The crypto industry is full of unusual terms, acronyms, and words that we can often be left in a little bit of a headspin. Blockchain. One of the most used cryptocurrency terms, blockchain is the underlying technology of cryptocurrency that keeps the system secure. Blocks make up a blockchain. Within each block are a series of transactions. A blockchain is a digital ledger composed of all the transactions ever made in a particular cryptocurrency. These transactions are made up of blocks. When a block reaches its capacity, a new block is created, and so forth. Some blockchains have a limited number of blocks by design, whereas others have an infinite market cap. A blockchain like Bitcoin is completely public, so everyone can see every transaction. It's funny because most folks associate Bitcoin with the early days, where it was a breeding ground for illicit drugs and firearm deals, but the more Bitcoin goes mainstream, the easier it will be to trace a transaction to a particular individual. Decentralized. In cryptocurrency, decentralized means that there is no central point of the network. Instead, it is spread over a series of users. Nodes. These are open source applications built on a blockchain intended for real-world use. Ethereum is considered the mother of dApps. Ethereum was founded on the idea of enabling developers to create new applications on top of their blockchain. Some ETH-based dApps are now worth millions in market cap, and in theory, a dApp can become as valuable as any other company or product. Altcoin, aka alternative coin, is terminology labeled for cryptocurrencies other than /alternative to Bitcoin. Anyway, since Bitcoin launched in 2011, thousands of altcoins have emerged. Some coins disrupt markets and shape industry trends. While some coins are hot garbage ridden with financial crime, most of the popular altcoins serve some real-world function. Sorry, Dogecoin. Ethereum is currently the world's largest altcoin. For example, Ethereum, Dogecoin, and others are alternatives to Bitcoin. Fiat currencies. Fiat currency is government-backed and not backed by any commodity like gold. Those green US dollars in your wallet. That's fiat currency. The value of US dollars relies solely on our collective faith in the institution of the United States government. If the US crumbles, so does your fiat. Government-issued currencies that are not backed by anything physical. Most currencies today are fiat currencies. Block. A block is a file that stores transaction data. These blocks, when arranged in a linear sequence, form a blockchain. Mining in the crypto world refers to the process of creating/gaining cryptocurrencies by solving cryptographic equations through the use of computers. In other words, it is a validation of the transaction. You have probably heard this term associated with Bitcoin, which is created by mining. Computers mine coins by solving complex math problems. The more powerful the computer, the faster it can think. Now, if your computer is the fastest one to solve the problem, bingo, you win 1 unit of whatever cryptocurrency you're mining. While there are a few cryptocurrencies out there with an infinite supply, most have a limit. For Bitcoin, that limit is 21 million. The last coin will be mined in 2140 or sooner. Cold wallet. Cold wallet, also called a hardware wallet or offline wallet, is a hardware device to store Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies offline. It is not connected to the internet. The exact opposite of cold wallet is hot wallet, meaning it is connected to the internet. In basic terms, a cryptocurrency wallet is an app or physical storage device that allows you to store and retrieve your digital currency. Wallets can hold multiple cryptocurrencies, so you're not limited to just Bitcoin, for example. Whether you use an app or a physical wallet, it's important to note that the currency itself isn't stored there. Rather, wallets store the location of your currency on the blockchain. Wallets are split into 2 main categories, hot and cold. A hot wallet is, by definition, connected to the internet. The most secure way to store your cryptocurrency is with a cold wallet, one that isn't connected to the internet. Physical wallets come in different types, but are usually specially designed USB drives that directly store your cryptocurrency for later use. Physical wallets provide you the most protection from hackers. 2 popular cold wallets are the Ledger Nano X and Trezor Model 1. Of the 2, I prefer the Ledger Nano X because it supports 23 different types of cryptocurrencies and has additional features. Privacy tip. What browser you use matters if you're concerned about privacy. I ranked them for you here. Did your pick make the list? Hard fork. Essentially, a hard fork is a radical update to the blockchain that can make previously unvalidated blocks valid or the reverse. A hard fork can result in a new cryptocurrency being created. One well-known example would be Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. A fork is when a cryptocurrency or blockchain-based networks splits off into two distinct projects with their own code and set of governing principles. In the event of a soft fork, only one blockchain will remain operational, whereas hard forks result in two new brand chains. For example, Bitcoin Classic is a hard fork of Bitcoin, since both cryptocurrencies run on standalone blockchains with their own sets of miners, nodes, and network participants, dead coin. It refers to cryptocurrencies that don't exist anymore. Due to various reasons, proof of work, POW, one of the most common algorithms in cryptocurrency. It requires miners to mine blocks to validate transactions, proof of stake, POS. Another highly common algorithm that requires users to stake some of their cryptocurrency to validate transactions. Some believe that this algorithm is much more efficient than proof of work. DIRE, it refers to do your own research. Gas. Gas refers to the fee required to successfully conduct a transaction or execute a contract on the Ethereum blockchain platform. The more gas you set, the faster your transaction will be completed. When you make a transaction on the blockchain, you have to pay a fee. That fee is called a gas price. You are basically paying a miner to go out and receive crypto for you. You can choose to pay higher fees for faster transaction speeds, or lower fees for slower transaction fees. Gas prices are one of the biggest challenges facing cryptocurrency markets. If we find a better way to drive down energy costs for transactions, crypto will become more ubiquitous. Mooning, it is often used to describe a cryptocurrency that is under a strong upward market trend. Some use to the moon decentralized exchanges, DEX, are a type of cryptocurrency exchange, which allows for direct peer-to-peer cryptocurrency transactions to take place online securely and without the need for an intermediary. DApps stands for decentralized application. These are applications that are not centralized and work on top of the blockchain. Smart contracts. Smart contracts are essentially digitalized contracts that are executed on the blockchain between different parties. NFT. Non-fungible tokens are unique cryptographic tokens that we can use to represent ownership of unique items. An NFT, or non-fungible token, is a digital asset that confers ownership of a virtual good, such as a piece of digital artwork or online collectible. For example, the famous "He Bit My Finger" YouTube video was auctioned as an NFT. Most cryptocurrencies are fungible, meaning there is no meaningful distinction between one coin and another. Bitcoin holders don't care which exact Bitcoin they're holding, whereas the holder of a LeBron James-themed NFT will not necessarily assign the same value to a Kobe Bryant-themed NFT. NFT became all the rage in 2021, culminating in a $69 billion auction for a digital NFT artwork. Whale. A whale is the term used for the most valuable Bitcoin addresses. There are about 2,000 Bitcoin whale addresses, and only 3 own more than 100,000 BTC. According to Bitcoin Play, a whale is the term used for the most valuable Bitcoin addresses. There are about 2,000 Bitcoin whale addresses, and only 3 own more than 100,000 BTC. According to Bitcoin Play, when you think of Bitcoin whales, think of folks like Tim Draper, Barry Silbert, and the Winklevoss twins. These folks have been advocating for Bitcoin since the early 2010s. There you have it, 25 cryptocurrency terms you need to know. Over the coming weeks/months, we will build on this list and add new terms. Satoshi. A Satoshi is the smallest denomination of Bitcoin and is equivalent to 100 billionth of one Bitcoin. It was named after Bitcoin's creator, Satoshi Nakamoto. Satoshi means one of two things. The first is in reference to Satoshi Nakamoto, the anonymous founder of Bitcoin, who vanished shortly after his creation, leaving the project to be decentralized and collectively managed. Satoshi also means a unit of exchange equal to .0001 Bitcoin. The term is often used casually in the context of stacking sats, i.e. buying more Bitcoin. Hash, the function of decrypting information. In cryptocurrency, miners must decrypt hashes to mine blocks. The more hashing power you have, the more blocks you can mine, and the more block rewards you can receive. Double spends. Quite simply, This is when someone can spend their cryptocurrency twice. In most cases, this is impossible unless someone performs a 51% attack, 51% attack. A theoretical attack where if an entity gains 51% of the hashing power, they can perform double spends and other malicious activities. Ultimately, such an attack would likely cause the end of a cryptocurrency. DAO stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization. This is an organization usually made up of developers and shareholders who vote on how the blockchain should develop.